Okay, so now let's see the ellipse. Again, this is also one of the non-degenerate case of a conic section. So as in case of a circle, so here also we have a cone. So this is a cone, and the cutting plane. So the cutting plane is something at some angle. Okay, this is the cutting plane. So this is the cutting plane, and cutting plane do not pass through the vertex of a cone. So if I draw it again, so the plane is like this. This is the plane. Okay, so suppose this is the axis of a plane. Okay, and if this angle beta, we already know that beta is the angle between axis of a cone. So this beta is the angle between axis of a cone and the plane. Okay, so here we observe that the section will be something like this. So section is ellipse. Okay, like this. So if we draw again here, section is a ellipse. Okay, so this is the axis of a plane. This angle is the alpha, which is the angle between, this is the angle between axis of a cone and the generator, and our plane is something like this. This is the cutting plane. So this angle is beta. Okay, so in this case, obviously beta is less than 90 degree and greater than alpha. So in this case, we get the section as an ellipse. Okay, so in this case we get the, or if I draw something similar here, so this is the cutting plane, the angle is beta. So in this case we get a section as a ellipse less than beta. So wherever alpha is less than beta, we get a cone, and obviously it is less than 90 degree. Why? Because we already know that beta is equal to 90 degrees, the case for circle. So here beta should be less than 90 degree and greater than alpha. Okay, so this is the case of a non-degenerate. Now let's see the degenerate case. So degenerate case, with the cutting plane passes through the vertex. So this cutting plane is passes through the vertex of the cone. In the same here also, this angle is alpha, and this angle is beta. So obviously beta is greater than alpha, but since cutting plane passing through vertex of a cone, that is a degenerate case, degenerate conic section. In this case we get a point. So this is a cone, double cone. Okay, and let's draw a plane. So this is a cutting plane. So we have, this is a cutting plane, this is a cutting plane, and if we observe the section between the cone and the plane, so that red one is the, this is the ellipse. So this is a section between the plane and the cone, and that is a ellipse. Okay, so let's move the position of a plane with cone. So observe that the size of a ellipse changes. Okay, so here the size is increasing because the plane is moving away from the vertex, and again at the vertex, so we see that at the vertex, this is at the vertex. Now the plane is cutting to the cone at the vertex. So this is cutting, the plane is cutting at the vertex. Now the section is a point. The intersection between the cone and the plane is a point. Okay, so we observe that it is a point, and this is the degenerate conic section. So the degenerate conic section where the plane is cutting to the cone is a point, and if we again move the plane with respect to the cone, we get a ellipse. So if you want to see the size, we can also see the, let's see, this is a, as we move the plane with respect to the cone, we get a ellipse. So if the plane do not passes through the vertex of cone, that is a non-degenerate case, we get a ellipse. Where if the cone passes through the vertex of a cone, we get a degenerate case, and that intersection between the cone and the plane is a point. And you can clearly see that in this case the plane is making an angle. So this is axis of cone, so the plane is making an angle which is beta is greater than alpha. Okay, so what is the interesting fact? That in case of beta, beta is the, so what is beta? We already observed that. What is beta? So beta is the, this plane and the axis of a cone is making something angle beta. So you observe that if beta is equal to 90 degree, we get a, so I am talking about the non-degenerate case. Non-degenerate conic section. Beta 90 degree, we get circle. Beta less than 90 degree and greater than alpha, we get a ellipse. But in case of a degenerate case, in both the cases, degenerate case, that is degenerate conic section, that is the cutting plane passes through the vertex of a cone. Okay, that is a degenerate. So in this case, either beta is equal to 90 degree or beta less than 90 degree, and in both the cases we get a point.